Let's see.
I
Will
heard
you
that,
hit?
Tony
Please
Coon.
hit him for me.
No, I
Yes.
forgive him.
I don't.
I'm
Hit
trying.
him. Hit him!
No, I'll just give him a pat on the head for making the video entertaining.
No, because he didn't say everything loud enough to be heard. Except by me.
Right, but he still made the video entertaining. It's just an old movie. I'm sure it's just an old movie he probably watched. Please don't take it or a quote he heard from that. Please don't take any offense in what he says, especially to the fanboys and the fangirls. Anyway, he's a Christian, but he also has different beliefs. But regardless, we love him, don't we? Like he's our own flesh and blood.
What are you talking about?
Tony Coon.
What? This conversation is just too weird.
How's it too weird? Flesh and blood means...
We need to talk about other things.
Okay, sorry. I get all sentimental when I think of my old... of my current... of my friends from the apartments.
What does that have to do with this?
Oh, sorry. So, anyone, can you...
Anyone?
So, everybody, if you found Mom's video helpful and informative...
How am I being helpful or informative?
Sorry, you might want to tell them.
Tell them what?
You might want to take over.
Take over what? What are you talking about?
I don't want to be too chatty.
You are chatty. That's why I wanted you to do this. You can chat while I sit here and mine and be bored to death.
Oh, you wanted entertainment.
Ooh, I hear a zombie. That's like the most exciting thing ever.
And yes,
I probably won't even run into it.
She's an avid zombie killer because...
I'm the zombie princess.
Yeah. So technically, she has to help keep the domesticated zombies in line. And the others that have gone astray are beyond redemption and the path of no return. Wait, that sounds too close to Soul Eater. I've seen okay, I admit it. I was inspired by Soul Eater. What do you think of Maka and Soul? Or maybe it could be Maka and Death the Kid, because Maka has the soul of a Tenchi, and Death the Kid's like the
What's
Grim
a Tenchi?
Reaper. It means an angel in Japanese. Anyway. Moving on, I think they'd make great match since they're polar opposites. And I was just starting to write it, and I was very embarrassed. I think I'm very embarrassed about it because it was my first time writing it. Again, I just picked up the pen from 10 years ago.
I have a question to ask you.
What?
What is your favorite anime?
Well, it's all the ones I watch. And especially Vampire Night and the romantic ones like Oe Monogatari and Kimi ni Todoke.
You didn't even watch Ore Monogatari except one episode.
Well, I knew I shouldn't have forgotten if I'm allowed to watch all of them.
Yeah.
Good. See, I need my mom's approval. And I better practice all the things that I said and put them to good work. Practice what you preach. That's what true Hufflepuffs try to do. They set a good example for their friends and just make sure that their friends don't make the same mistakes that they made. So anyway.
Anyway, what?
So, I can't believe I mentioned the Yandere Simulator because I'm afraid my mom's gonna force me to play it. But I'm not gonna do it. it's against my morals as a paragon.
Then you'd fail.
Well,
It's a game all about doing horrible things.
I wouldn't. I'd
Look,
rather
a
get
diamond.
a regular high school simulation or maybe a tsundere simulation. Or spin-off. Am I busted?
Yes, you were so busted.
Yeah, I like tsunderes too, but the sad thing is they don't know how to express their feelings well, though.
Well, they know how. They just express it with violence.
Yeah, they need to be more. They eventually become more docile and outgrow it, but it softens a bit. Anyway, it's better. It's them not wanting.
Like this.
It's them not wanting to have a senpai
And this.
to love for. Please don't. You're setting a bad example.
They don't know what I did.
You just did a light tap. That was hardly a punch.
I wasn't trying to punch. I was trying to hit.
Anyway.
Hits aren't always punches.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Good to know. So. Anyway. You can watch Mom play Yandere Simulation.
No, they can't.
If she ever gets it and the game's fully completed, then you can watch Mom.
You know I'm gonna play that.
Yeah, but you're not making me play it. I don't want to. The only way I do, if I had the nerve to be renegade, I would just ruin people's lives socially.
Same
But
thing.
I would never do that
Like
in real life.
humiliate them and blackmail them and stuff. That
Yeah.
sounds great.
But I never do that in real life. The alternative way is you can kidnap all of them. I wikied it.
You could also kill them and get rid of their bodies.
If I found out that
You
Yandere,
could push them off the roof of a building and pretend it's a suicide.
if I noticed Yandere-chan doing it, I'd call the police if I was sucked into that game and just try to make sure she doesn't kill me. Maybe I could help Yandere reform, or if not, just stay away from her.
Nope. You can't make her reform.
But she will in my fanfic. I mean, it'll soften a bit, but she'll be reformed in my fanfic. Oh, it's almost time for my medicine.
Already?
Yeah,
You can't go. I'm still recording.
I don't know. I need to get my medicine at 8. Maybe you can take over and try to entertain them.
No.
Well, you're interesting, too.
No.
It's not supposed to be about me. It's supposed to be about you.
It's all about you.
No, it's not.
I'm too boring.
You're not too
I have
boring.
nothing to talk about except what I'm doing, which is mining, and this is boring too.
You're not going to bore people.
Sure I do.
No, I'm sure our friends will understand. They'll find it
That I'm
helpful.
boring? Yeah, they already
No,
understand that.
no.
That's why they don't always watch my videos.
No, it's okay. I'm sure they find your videos very informative, and they just need some time to collect their thoughts. I'm sure that's the reason.
Nope.
You're seeing right through me again?
Yes. You're trying to make me feel better and it's not working.
Oh, sorry. Well, you don't have to comment on this video, but if you'd like, you can, and maybe you can tell Mom what a good job she's doing on those videos, and maybe it'll make her feel better. As long as it's genuine.
Nope.
Why? Why?
It won't be genuine because you're telling them they should do it.
No. You shouldn't lie, okay? Just please tell her the truth.
So much mining.
So anyway, just tell her the truth on what she can do to make her videos more interesting. I'm sure that'll make her day much more better than just trying to cheer her up with
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 with just saying things to be nice. See? Trust me, you don't want the same problem that I have. That's something I need to work on now. You know, giving it to you straight with the truth, but also make sure it doesn't hurt your feelings or
that's a good skill everyone should have.
yeah. Anyway, it's true people haven't commented on your videos, but if you can figure out a way to make them but maybe they can help you figure out a way to make them more interesting. You can ask them.
No.
You can provide them wikis or
No.
yeah, you don't want to get copyrighted.
What?
You don't want to risk copyright infringement. And
See how boring this is?
no, it is. Wait, I'm sure.
So far, the most exciting thing was trees growing. And finding diamonds. That's about it.
So everyone, if you can give her some honest to goodness tips, and if you can be nice but also be blunt and honest about it, please send in the comments. If you don't like, then please don't say anything you'll regret, or just don't watch the video, or you can just ask Mom how she's doing.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Just do it after you cool off. You don't want to do that. This is a think before you post thing. I've watched a lot of these commercials before I was convinced that they bothered me on YouTube. And luckily they've helped me very much. So that way if Mom's about to send some rude text messages,
What?
I can stop her and say, think before you post.
Who would I send rude text messages to?
Well, they wouldn't be rude, but I think they'd be a bit snarky.
To whom?
To my aunt. You see? She's
That's
very...
normal.
Oh yeah, sorry.
She's my sister. I'm allowed to do that.
I think you could be a little more nice to her, but...
Well, why doesn't she be more nice to me then?
Well, I'm sure she just wants you
To do everything her way.
No, I'm sure she just... Well, maybe both of you can do your fair shares.
Nope.
But then again, I'm one to talk because if I do these chores, that means that I won't be able to work on my fanfics until... Well, I'd be able to work on them after they're done. Honestly, I even said to Miss McGivern was even trying to help me. One of the teachers trying to help me to do more chores. I think if she heard that, I think she'd probably facepalm herself, I think. But she'd laugh it off and she'd encourage me to do it because she's a good sport about it. And, oh, Tosan, what was that for? Okay, sorry, that was a bit too personal. Anyway. So, did you find Mom's videos very informative and entertaining?
No, they didn't.
Why?
Because I'm boring.
You're not boring.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. They like you for who you are.
How do you know?
If they're true friends, they'll like you for who you are. Just...
What if they're not? What if they're just pretending?
Well,
then you just called them out on it.
Nice try. You're trying to get me to distrust them. Or you're trying to get me to think about something something hypothetical.
Yep.
If they weren't true friends, then that would be their own fault. And if they're really, maybe they just, that would be a tough call. If they don't stop doing this and they're not true friends and they're gonna do it to everyone else, I'd call off the friendship. But if they're really sorry, I think I'd consider giving them a second chance. Hopefully I gave out the right Hufflepuff advice. That's what I was sorted to in Pottermore.
What am I?
My mom's a Ravenclaw. I'm not just a Hufflepuff. I'm a little bit of a Gryffindoran, and I might like to. Well, I may not be much of a Ravenclaw, but for example, if I went to college, I study a lot.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. I want to be a good student. What do you mean, no, I wouldn't? Don't they make people study a lot for tests?
They don't make you, but you should.
Well,
otherwise you'll get a bad grade, just like in high school.
Yeah.
And how often did you study in high school?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I usually memorize I usually study when I have to.
Okay.
I thought I'd study really hard for high school.
Maybe.
Anyway, I know I did because before I got interested in art and other things, I was pretty much a student. Well, I'm still a student, but I just needed to find other interests and my calling. So, I need to get my medicines.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What am I gonna do with diamonds?
It's up to you. Or why don't you make maybe some swords, or maybe if you're a mage, maybe if you want to be a mage, you can ask Felonius-san to help. Anyway, I need to get the medicines. Oh, and you might want to tell him not to worry. It's to make sure it keeps my brain in check. I admit I have a little bit of insomnia, but it's getting a little bit better. I think. Or a lot better. And my doctor...
Go get your medicine!
I have to inform them so they won't be too worried about me. Okay.
I have no idea what my husband is watching.
Huh?
What are you watching? Oh, some kind of wrestling thing.
Believe it or not, I was very much laughing at this when I first saw it.
Oh, look at all this junk.
You know what?
I'm not talking to you. I'm recording, remember?
Sorry.
Grr.
I don't need a grr.
It's my job to grr.
I don't need a grr.
If I had just one more diamond, I could have pants.
Yeah, you got a good diamond pick. There's no not like a wooden pick maybe?
What? What are you talking about? I have an iron pick.